Hi all, welcome back. Today I'm going to perform a small video on how to integrate with LDAP with the Palo Alto. So this is my small topology. In this topology, I have a AD server and it's in DMG, and I have a Palo Alto firewall, and this is a edge switch, and this is a router. So as of now, in my last video, I think we have created a domain and DNS. So I will start with from scratch, creating a domain and creating a DNS. And later part we will create AD users, service account, and also few users to test on that. So first I will start with the AD. Okay, so this is my AD server. So as of now, I have not assigned any IP address to this AD server. First, I will do the IP address, and then we will, as per my topology, I need to assign a 192.168.3.10 for this AD server. 192.168.3.10 and 192.168.100 and DNS as 8888 Google DNS. Click on OK. Click on OK. Close this. Close. Close. Okay. So now we will go to the dashboard and we will go to the manage, add roles and features. Click now next. Next. So as of now, it's showing as an IP address. Once it's a reboot, so then it will show the 192.168.3.10 IP address. Click on next. So I want to add a roles of Active Directory domain services and their features, and DNS server and their features. Click on next, 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 and click on install the features. So it will take some time. So meanwhile, I will pause this video. Once it pops any messages, so then I will come back. And right now it's asking me promote this server to a domain controller. I want to promote this server as a domain controller. Yes. So click on this one. Okay. Select the deployment operation. So I want to create a new forest. Click on the new forest and root domain name. So as per my topology, I want to create domain as ugreen.local, ugreentech.local. Click on next and select the functional level of new forest and root domain. So I will go with the Windows Server to 2012 R2. Okay, so I will, and for this I need to provide a password. So I will go with the admin at 123 and click and then need to reconfirm admin at 123. Click on next. Specify DNS delegations options. So I leave it, go with as it is. Click on next and verify the NetBIOS name assigned to the domain and change it if it is necessary. So as of now, it's not popped up anything. So I will be going with the by default NetBIOS domain name. Click on next. So this will be the ADDS database log files and sys volume. This is the path for that. So click on next. So review your selection. So verify the settings and click on next. It's verifying the prerequisites check. So everything seems to be fine. So click on install. So it will take some time, and after installation it will ask for the reboot. So I will come back once again. It's once after rebooting. So meanwhile I will pause this video. Okay, AD server is up and running, and now it's asking for the password to log in. So I will log in with admin at 123. So it's expired and change the password needs to change it. So I will go with admin at 1234. Okay, AD and DNS features added to the server. So you can see the left hand side AD and DNS. So now we will go to the tools and we will go select the DNS and click on the server mark, and we'll have a, if you see a forward look, there will be a entry for the host 3.10. We need to add a reverse lookup entry for the reverse lookup zone. So click on add, click or right click, select new zone, click on next, 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 and the IP network ID 192.168.3. Click on next, next, finish it. And we need to add a PTR record for this. Right click a new PTR record, and host IP address is 3.10, and browse. Click on the server, forward lookup, green, and you select the server for the reverse lookup. Click on OK. So we have done the forward lookup and reverse lookup entries PTR required. So now we will create a service account for in AD. Go to the tools, click on Active Directory user and computers. Okay, select the Ugreen Tech Local. Okay, first we need to create a user service account. Right click and select a new one, and select create a select a user. So here you can provide PA. This is for the service account, and user login name as PA and ugreentech.local. Click on next, and password will be the admin at 1234, and confirm the password admin at 1234. And user must change until user cannot change the password and password never expires. Click on next, finish. So we have created one service account. Right click this service account, go to the properties, and we will add some 3 roles. Groups like one is distributed from users, distributed, hit enter, so it will add it automatically. Click on add. We need to add event logs, event log readers, and one more is server operation. So we have added 3 roles, uh, and apply. Click on OK, and we will create. Right click on ugreen tech.local, click go to the new and select the organization unit and select as a Palo Alto users. Click on OK. So now we will create 2 groups. One is for marketing and one is for sales, and in that we will create two users. This is marketing, and 2 groups for sales. One group for sales, and click on new and click on user. So I will create a market 1 and same as mkt1. Click on next, provide the password admin at 1234 and reconfirm it 1234, and user cannot change the password. Password never expires. Click on next, finish it. So I will copy this one. Similarly I will make it as a mkt2 and similarly as mkt2. Click on next. Similarly I will provide the password at 1234, admin at 1234, admin at 1234. Next, finish it. I will create a user for a sales group. User sales 1, sales 1. Click on next, provide the admin at 1234. So admin at 1234. Finish. So I will copy this user and create for sales 2 user, sales 2. Next, admin at 1234, admin at 1234. Finish it, finish. So now I will move this, right click these properties, and I will go to the member of marketing. Click on apply, click on OK, right click properties, member of add marketing, go to the sales properties, member of add sales, click on OK, and similarly for sales to properties, member of, click on add sales, click on apply, click on OK. So if you go to the marketing, so we will have two users, that is marketing 1 and marketing 2. And if you go to the sales group, you'll have a member of sales 1 and sales 2. So now we will provide the special permissions to the service account. So for that we need to go to, click on Windows and search button, and I go to the search and type WMI mgmt.msc. Okay, so in that we need to go to the properties, right click, go to the select the properties. In that, go to the security, select this plus icon, go to the CMI version 2, select this plus bar, and go to the click on the security. In that we need to add that service account, that is PA, and provide the permissions. So there are two permissions we need to provide here: enable account and remote enable. Click on OK, select the checkbox and apply. Okay. So we have provided a special permissions to the service account. We have created two groups under that, marketing and two users for each group, and we have provided the permissions to the service account. So now we will go to the Palo Alto firewall. So in that Palo Alto firewall, so my DMG is in, sorry, my AD server is in DMG network. So DMG is connected to ETH1/3. So go to the device and go to the services. In that we need to select the services route configurations. We need to customize. Click on customize. So my DNS, select this one, DNS, and this is using a 1/3 interface, that is 3.100. Click on OK, and you select the Kerberos, use the 1/3, click on OK, and LDAP, that is 1/3 because it's residing at DMG area, and UID agent, select 1/3, click on OK, and click on OK. So we have configured the services features, that is service route configuration in Palo Alto. So now we will create a LDAP profile. So go to the device, and in the device come down, so we will see here LDAP. So as of now I don't have anything, so click on add. So you can provide any name. So I will provide a AD profile. So in server list, so my AD server details I need to provide the AD, that is you can provide any name, that is AD server, and LDAP server IP address is 192.168.3.10, and it is using a 33894 port. And when we coming to the server settings, so type is Active Directory, base DM, that is distinguished name. So distinguished name will be like my DC equal to Ukraine Tech comma dc equal to local. And that these details you can able to find in AD server as well, server. So you can see a local server. You can see ugreen-tech.local here, and similarly binding dn, it will be our service account, that is service is pa at ugreen-tech.local, and provide the password code. This is admin at 1234, and confirm the password admin at 1234. This will be the by default bind timeout and search timeout retry interval, and I will leave it as it is. So, and require SSL TLS secure connections. I'm not using any SSL TLS secure connection, so I will uncheck this one and click on OK. So we have created a LDAP profile. Now we will create a LDAP authentication profile to use for authentication purpose. So go to the authentication profile and click on add. You can provide any name, AD auth profile. In this, the type should be a LDAP, and server profile is earlier we have created a AD profile, so select that one. And login attribute will be for LDAP we have a SAM account name, so this will be the SAM account login attribute. So copy and paste it. So password expiry warning it's 7, so you can mention accordingly what you want. So user domain is ugreen-tech.local, and click on advanced. So click on add. So we have created a users, right? So you can select here. So I will go with all users. Click on OK. So we have created a authentication profile. So after that we will configure a user mapping. So go to the device and user identification. In that user identifications, click on user mapping and come down here. So if you select this gearbox, so you'll be able to see a server monitor account. So in that server monitor account, so you can provide a domain name, that is ugreen-tech/pa, that is my domain service account, and provide the password for that. Okay, click on OK. So after that come down server monitor, so we need to provide a server monitor. Click on add. In that you can provide any name, so I will go provide a AD server mon, and type should be a Microsoft Active Directory and network address. So the IP address of the server 192.168.3.10. click on OK. So we have created a Palo Alto network user ID agent setup and as well as server monitoring setup. So we will commit the changes and then later we will go with a group mapping. Configuration committed successfully, and go to the group device user identifications group mapping settings. In that I don't have any group mapping settings, so click on add. So you can provide any name, so you can provide a LDAP group. So server profile is we have created a server profile earlier, so you can select AD profile, and user domain, that is we have created a domain ugreen-tech So after that, go to the group include list. In that, so before that, before creating that one, so we need to check user mapping here. It should be a connected one, because if it is state is not connected, so I will not able to see this uh, group included list. So that is a very important thing. Group included list. In that, select this arrow mark. So we have created two users. Go to this follow to users, and we will marketing, add it, sales, add it, click on OK, and commit the changes. Okay, configuration committed successfully. Now click on close, and we need to make the changes at zone level as well. Go to the network tab and select the zones. So as of now, I want to enable the inside and DMG as well. So I will click on DMG zone and enable user identification. Select this checkbox, click on OK, and click the inside zone as well. Click enable the user identification, click on OK, and commit the changes. Okay, so meanwhile, what I will do is I will this is LDAP PC, so I will bind the uh, click on details. So it's using a different IP address, a different IP address. Assign the IP address as per the topology. It's a 192.168.3.14, 192.168.3.14, and default gateway is 192.168.3.100, and preferred DNS is, you can go 888, and our DNS is 192.168.3.10. Click on OK, click on OK, and close this one. So as of now, this PC is under not in any domain. So we can do, what we'll do is go to this, click on the computer, right click, and go to the properties. In that, come down and change the settings. So work group is not having any domain name, so we'll add it into the Ugreen Tech domain. Click on change settings. After that, select the domain and provide the domain name, that is Ugreen Tech, and it's asking me for the username and password. So I will provide the administrator, and its password, admin at 1234. So I got a confirmation, welcome to the Ugreen Tech domain. So it will restart, it will ask for the restart. So I will click on OK, restart now. So meanwhile, I will pause this video until it restarts. Alright, my LDAP PC is up and running. So let's try to switch user. So I will log in with the marketing one. So use Ugreen tech.local/mkt1, and password will be the admin at 1234. Can see, can able to log in. So we can cross check this whether I'm doing the any long cscope command. Okay, able to see in the AD. So go to the tools, users and computers, Ugreen, and users, computers. You can click on here. You can see Manju PC. So it's already connected with the domain, and you can see that marketing one. So go to the firewall and go to the monitor and go to the traffic. So click on refresh. So I can able to see the U15 admin one. So let try to let's try to generate some traffic. I'm trying to check the Facebook. So let's try refresh the traffic. So you can see the users section. You can see uGreenTech MKT1. This is the source 3.14 and destination is 195.130.35. Similarly, I will do a switch user and try to recheck from sales one. So when we enable the user ID, right? So you can create the specific allowed deny based on a user groups or user IDs. So I will go with the ugreen-tech.local slash sales one sales 2. I will do and use the password admin at 123, and it's preparing for the desktop. So it means that we are able to log in. So let's try to check. You can see the computer. We see the computer operating system, number of designation, general information. Okay, now try to generate some traffic so we can check the logs. Why I'm able to connect the Facebook? Because I have already enabled the rules. So due to that, I'm able to reach from DMG to outside. So I will show the rules and line details as well. Just a few minutes. So go to the firewall, click on monitor traffic and refresh the page. So we can see the hits for sales. Yeah, so we can able to see the sales department as well. So we can restrict based on the groups and as well as the user IDs. Okay, so I will show you the policy for what I have created for DMG. Okay, I have allowed the DMG to outside. Source is my DMG user, destination is my outside. So I have not yet selected any user here. So when you are allowing any specific allow or deny, so you can add groups as well here. And similarly, I have created an ad here for the DMG to outside. So I'm translating to the outside interface. So I hope this video has been informative for you, and I would like to say thank you for watching.